viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today I had a really powerful experience not too long ago. And barely, I think over the last maybe about an hour and a half ago, we just wrapped up a really powerful session with my community. We do this, of course, every Monday and Friday, and typically we meet for 1 hour between 6 and 7. But today, for a change, we had a really powerful extended session, and something that popped up in our session today was, what sort of inspired me to come and share with you in our daily pod, something that might help you, especially if you are a healer, especially if you are a coach. So do listen up. I have a feeling that, like me, and definitely like me in the past, you have been telling yourself that you are in a state of scarcity, right? That you don't have enough. And please correct me if I'm wrong, because the fact that you're listening to this and that you're continuing to listen means that somewhere there is a resonance with what I'm saying. So if you are that person who's been telling yourself, oh, I don't have enough, I am so stuck in scarcity, and when will I ever be able to get out of this? I have news for you. I just want to let you know that the truth is that you already are in a state of abundance. And I'm going to prove to you in a second what I mean by that and why that's true. The fact that you've already chosen to become a coach, you've already chosen to become a healer, means that you've already been on a journey. Maybe you've already, attended certain courses, you've developed certain skills, and now you're at that point in your life where you're not just looking to take care of yourself, but you really feel from within that, the time has come to be able to help other people. So the truth is that if you already have had that experience, it just means that you are no longer in a state of scarcity. And I'm going to, as I said before, I'm going to prove it to you again. This is something I asked my group today. I said, if you think about your life over the next 3 months, say even over the next 6 months, are you in a state right now where you can clearly say that, yes, if I look at the next 6 months and nothing else changes in my life, but I have roti, kapra, and makan, meaning that I will have 2 or 3 meals a day for the next 6 months. I will have, um, a roof over my head, and I will have clothes that I can wear. If you know that these three aspects of your life are already taken care of, then you already are in a state of abundance. Now, having said this, of course, it may not be something that you are wanting to hear, because it's very easy to get caught up in looking at what other people are doing. Maybe the success that your classmates or your batchmates, maybe when you're looking at them, it's easy to feel that you don't have enough. And something I have learned over a period of time is this: we are already fortunate enough to know that we are meant to do this work. We're already fortunate enough to have, gone and studied and developed our skills, and now we're at that point where we know it's time to give back, it's time to help other people. So really think about this. If you already are in that state where you're no longer thinking about yourself, but most of the time you're thinking, how can I get more people to experience the magic that I have received? How can I help more people to have that moment of realization in their life? By definition, that means that you already are thinking like a abundant person. Now, of course, granted, there may be a difference in your mind between the words abundance and thriving, but the fact is that you already are abundant. And so if you treat this moment, and from this moment onwards, if you say, you know what, even if it's one extra rupee that I'm creating, even if it's one extra rupee that I'm generating, over the course of time, if every rupee like this starts to feel like it's building into your abundance fund, I can promise you that in 6 months and definitely in a year, you will be thriving. So most of the time we are thinking of being in scarcity, being having lack or being in lack. But the truth is that we're already abundant. And if you start to look from this through this lens from now onwards for the rest of your life, you will come back to this video at some point saying, yeah, you know what, this was the day that something really shifted, because you already are abundant. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. Maybe if you're somebody that's dealing with this right now, please do drop a message in. And the reason why I keep recording these pods, I've been doing this now for 3 years, literally every single day. And my intention, of course, is to remind you that you're not alone in this journey, and that, like, I've been doing this now for more than 20 years, and the fact that I'm here itself means that I'm abundant and thriving as well. And whatever it is, whether it takes time, whether it takes patience, all that is a given. But what's most important is that you've decided that you really know that you want to do this work. And as long as you believe that you want to do this work, it's just about showing up. And you start to notice that every little thing that you're creating, every rupee that you're generating, every rupee that you're receiving, it's because you're abundant. And when you start to acknowledge this, the amount of, the feeling that you have that tells you that, yes, I'm thriving, that's only going to go up and up and up. So as always, these pods are made for you. These pods are made, keeping you in mind. So I want to wish you the very best on your journey. And as always, if there's any way in which I can help you, and not just me, but we have a thriving community. We have people who are already on the journey of being healers and coaches. And so if you are right now at a point in your life where you feel that you can't do this on your own, and that you need a support system, you need people who can hold that space for you, then this community, our iHypnosis life community, will definitely support you. As always, don't take my word for it. Come and experience what happens. Every Monday and Friday we meet between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Experience what happens in our sessions. These are live sessions. You get to meet me, you get to connect with members of our community. And once you've had the experience, you'll be able to decide for yourself, is this the community that's right for you? And if it is, then of course there are several, multiple different programs that you can tap into, and really see how your ability to thrive, and also the fact that you're thriving, that's only going to go up from here. So I just want to know that I truly appreciate you. And as always, if there's any way in which I can help you, please do reach out and let me know. And having said all of that, of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I'll see you in the next one.